Today we're going to be meeting a 15-year-old who plays cricket, football, writes, books, songs, performs, and does so much more. We're going to meet Sancy and get to know about her. Welcome to another episode of Showcase on SevenzTV. Now, let's get to meet Sancy. Hi Sancy, it's great to have you on the show.
It's really nice to be here, thank you.
So, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I'm 15 years old. My name's Sancy Prabhakar, and I moved from India to New Zealand when I was 5. I moved here in 2013, I'm pretty sure. And I enjoy singing, I play cricket, I play football, I like writing, I like reading. I'm in grammar right now, high school, year 11, so yeah.
So you have quite a few different skills, but when you say writing, I do see your name on these 2 books here. So when did you start writing, and can you tell us a bit about these books?
I wrote P-Boy when I was 9 years old and I was in primary. And our teacher gave us a blurb. She was like, write about something that's green. So my head automatically went to something like unusual, like peas, or something that people like usually don't think about. And I just kind of like developed like a plot from there. I was like, I want to do something with like a boy. Maybe he goes into the shower and peas come out of the shower instead of water. Like just something different, like, you know, something different that people don't usually think about or like read about. So yeah, it's just like a little kid's book that people can just like enjoy. Kids can like have a little laugh. This one here, I got it signed by Jeff Kinney at the Writers' Festival 5 years ago, I think. He's the author of Diary of a Wimpy Kid, and I also gave him a copy of my book, and he like read through some of it, and he was like, this is really interesting, this is really cool, keep it up, and like all of this stuff. So it like really like motivated me more to keep writing, and yeah.
So speaking about writing, I do know it's not only books that you write. You do write songs.
Yeah.
So how old were you when you wrote your first song?
I wrote my first song when I was 7, I think. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure my first song was called Crying on the Street, and it was just about like, you don't love me, and like, you know, I'm so like heartbroken. And yeah.
Okay, and now you've released a song?
Yes, I have. I've released a song called Good Girl. It's on Spotify, it's on my YouTube. We have a music video for it as well.
So what is Good Girl about?
It's Good Girl. I wrote Good Girl in year 6. I wrote it about like girls. I feel like this is more for like girls. It's like we have to go through a lot during school. It's like sometimes you have to like switch between friend groups because you get bullied a lot because you're not like pretty enough, you're not skinny enough, you're not like fat enough, or like whatever. And I was just like, you know what? I feel like whatever I do, everyone's always gonna have something to say about me. If someone thinks that I'm too skinny and I gain a bit of weight, they're gonna be like, oh, you're too fat. Or like, you know, if I'm not wearing makeup, people are gonna be like, oh, she's so ugly. But if I wear makeup, people are gonna be like, oh, look at her like seeking attention or whatever. And I was like, I don't want to be the good girl, you know? I'm gonna do me, and like, so it's just about that. And I feel like I just want it to like help girls and like even guys, like just people that go through things, and like they know that like you don't have to always listen to other people. You can do things for yourself. A
little bit like you do you, don't matter what anyone else says.
Yeah.
Nice. So now that we've heard about Good Girl, I think we all need to hear it. So can you please sing us a few lines or your favorite part of the song?
Yeah, sure. I'll sing from the first verse. People in my room going through my stuff. They make so many booms, it just makes me huff. When they think it's cool, it's not the right time. When they jump into the pool, they don't care if it's mine. I'm sorry, I can't be the good girl.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So when did you put the song out?
I put the song out on Spotify this year, like a couple months ago. And the music video, we released it, I think, nearing like middle of the year.
So I'm assuming you've been getting really good feedback, because from whatever I heard, I really like it.
Oh, thank you so much.
I know you've written quite a few songs. How many songs do you think you would have written so far?
I'm pretty sure like over 250.
That is really... Do you know all the words of all of your songs?
Mostly, yeah.
That's really impressive, I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you.
So I know you also do live performances.
Yes.
So what would you say is one of your most favorite live performances you've done so far?
Earlier this year, I went down to Sydney for this Bollywood singing competition. It was called Sur Samrat.
Okay.
And I won this trophy there.
Oh,
I
that's
came
cool.
third. It was just, I was performing in the junior category. There was a senior and junior, but I'm 15, so I had to be in the junior category. And I think it was a really good like opportunity for me to like learn more about like Bollywood singing and try out different styles. And there were like so many people there, and like after my performance, everyone was like, "Oh my God, you were so good," and like it was just really like boosted my confidence, you know. So I think it was like a new experience.
And the exposure you would have got going
Yeah.
to an international platform would have also been really good.
Yeah, it was really good.
And we know that you're very talented in the musical side of things.
Yeah.
But you also play cricket and football.
Yes.
Because usually you don't see that crossover. So how did that happen, and how do you balance both of these?
When I moved, my dad has always been a fan of cricket, and it's his favorite sport. I feel like every Indian watches cricket.
You kind of have to, you know.
Yeah, it's just part of our culture. As soon as we moved to New Zealand and we kind of settled down, my dad put me into cricket. And so I started like learning about like bowling and batting and fielding and all of this. And as the years like grew and they passed, I like got more and more like involved and more into it. And I'm a bowler, but I'm like working towards batting as well. But it's
so working to an all-rounder.
Yeah, all-rounder. But it's really fun. I love playing cricket. It keeps me fit. It keeps me going.
What made you get into football?
So since cricket is a summer sport, I don't get to play it during the winter. So I got into football to keep my energy up for cricket, since cricket is like my main sport. But I started football last year, but like now I've gotten like really into it, and I feel like it's just really fun. It's like a great way to like socialize with people, and you know, I'm learning something new. So
quick question, cricket or football?
Cricket, all the way. All the way.
And I do know, I've heard that you go outside Auckland for cricket.
Yeah.
So how do you balance that, music, homework, school, everything?
So recently, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago, I went down to Hawke's Bay for like a pre-season cricket tournament, which was like 4 days long. But I just took some of my like study books and like my diary, which I write music in and stuff there, because like it's like a 4-hour drive, and it's like, what are you gonna do in the car, you know, besides like watching your phone, scrolling through Instagram or something. So I was just like studying for some of my exams, because NCA is coming up. And
that is true.
Yeah, I was just writing down any ideas I was getting for songs, or it's just like you can balance it if you like, time management is like key. So I feel like you can manage your time like really well if you like write down everything.
And if you get days off, what do you enjoy doing that is not any of these? That's not sports, that's not music, that's not schoolwork. What do you enjoy doing?
Maybe take my dog for a walk, play with my brother in the park, watch some TV.
So among the sports, music and school, you've kind of snuck in time and participated in a pageant?
Yeah, I participated in Mrs. Exquisite this year, and I participated with my mum, and it was both of our first times like modeling, and like it was my first time doing a catwalk, and like it was such a good experience. The crowd there was wonderful, and I won People's Choice Award for that.
Wow.
For my black outfit that I wore. It was like a dress and some Jordans and some like jewelry.
Yeah.
You know.
You're so multi-talented, and you're really good at time management, so good job on that.
Thank you.
So what is a goal that you have and you want to achieve?
My main goal is to become a singer, and I'm going to work really hard for that. But I feel like it's like really vague. And so I have like little goals that like lead up to that. So before the end of this year, I have one more song that I want to release.
Exciting.
Yeah. And then next year, I want to get about at least like 2 music videos out, and like at least like 10 songs, or maybe like an album out. And I want to start promoting myself more. And so it's just like tiny goals like that will like lead up to like the big,
which is music, singer,
singer.
songwriter,
I want to be a
Sancy.
singer, I want to do concerts, and like, you know, all of that. So it's just like little goals that lead up
like
to
a world tour.
Yeah.
Now that we know you're very multi-talented, we wish you all the very best and can't wait to see what you're going to go into, and I'm definitely looking forward for all the new music you're going to put out.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me on the show. This was such a great experience.
Well, I'm glad. And on that note, make sure you keep an eye out on SevenzTV for more such exciting episodes. Until next time, this is Bharati signing out. Okay, I think we're done. We're done? Okay, so now that we're done,
Yeah.
I think we should jam out.
Yeah, totally. What song?
Attention?
By Charlie Puth?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
First verse from the first
Yeah,
verse?
we'll just start from the top.
Okay.
You've been running around, throwing that dirt all on my name. 'Cause you knew that I knew that I'd call you up. You've been go around every party in LA. 'Cause you knew that I knew that I'd be at one. Oh, I know that dress is karma, perfume regret. It got me thinking about when you were mine. Ooh, and now I'm all up on ya. What you expect, oh baby? You're not coming home with me tonight. You just want attention. You don't want my heart. Baby, you just hate that thought of me with someone new. Yeah, you just want attention. I know from the start. Now just making sure I'm never getting over you. Oh, what are you doing to me? What are you doing?